Hi, my name is Heather Baker. I'm from Caring Transitions South Bay Palos Verdes, and I'm here today to tell you a little bit about Caring Transitions and how they can help you uh, close your homes faster, get things cleaned up. Um, I'm going to be sharing my screen, I hope, and here we go. Caring Transitions, it's about more than moving. It's about managing senior relocations. We, Tim and Heather Baker, are the owners of the office here in South Bay Palos Verdes. Caring Transitions is the largest national senior relocation and estate sale organization in the United States. We have over 200 professional offices nationwide. We have way more than 3,500 senior living communities that work with us and we work with to move the seniors out of their family home and into the senior living when it comes time to do so. We specialize in seniors, but we really serve anybody who needs our help. This is Tim here, and this is me. I don't like that picture. I was sick that day, but anyway. Our mission is to overcome obstacles and mitigate the stress that is associated with downsizing and moving so that families can move on forward into the new house you're trying to sell them or into the assisted living as they need it. Whatever their family needs, we want them to be able to focus on what they need rather than what they have to do. We manage the financial and sentimental value of their personal belongings. For many seniors, in fact, most seniors, it's way more than moving. There's a personal loss. A lot of them are moving because they've had a physical issue. That means they're losing their mobility, their independence. They've got aches and pains. They're having to deal with insurance and Social Security, and they may be moving to a place where they're going to have to make all new friends, change their social structure. There's financial considerations. They've got the real estate market that you are helping them with. Some of times, by the time you've lived in a house 50 or 60 years, it's pretty well stuffed. You could call it hoarding. We help with those situations. We will pack them up, schedule the movers to handle the scheduling, meet the mover truck at the house that day to make sure they take the right things and leave the right things and treat the senior properly. And then we will unpack the senior at the new location so that they feel at home and they don't have to do anything besides walk in the door. The problem that sometimes happens when seniors find a new place to live, they find a senior living facility and it looks like them to Buckingham Palace. It's beautiful, it's clean, there are helpers, there are cookies available all day. They have a wine bar and they have coffee available all day. And then they go home and they look at their house and it looks like this over here. Their house is stuffed and they are overwhelmed by the prospect of downsizing, packing, unpacking, sorting, and all the rest. And they decide, maybe I won't move, maybe I won't sell my house. We don't want them to go there. We want them to sell the house and get to where they need to be. So how do we help? We take responsibility for the non-real estate issues. That means personal property, belongings, managing the move, dealing with reducing stress and conflict for the client. Sometimes we have to come in and kind of be a buffer between siblings. We want to take away their stress so they can enjoy the last few times in the home with the family. We want to promote the home sale preparation. We can even stage it with the furnishings that are there, removing everything that does not need to be there. We reduce travel expense and time for the family, especially if the family lives an hour or so away. That takes time away from their already 40 hours a week schedule with kids. And now with COVID, they're having to homeschool their kids as well. So we're trying to reduce that stress from the family as well by taking care of the things that in some families were traditionally done by family. We try to reduce the moving expense by downsizing before the senior moves so they have less to transport, therefore less to move, therefore cheaper moving bill. We do value their personal treasures. We seek to find out what is extremely important to that person and make sure that gets to go with them. Our services are professional, caring, and concierge. We've had times to shop for new furniture with clients when they needed it, but the adult child didn't know how to select safe furniture for the adult senior. We will do anything we need to help get the senior to where they need to go and the house ready for sale for you. Getting started. Sometimes we walk into situations that feel like this. What do? We walk in, we realize the client is overwhelmed with all these things they've got to do over here on the right side. We take care of a lot of these so that the senior just doesn't have to worry about it. We do value their opinion, and we honor their opinion, and we listen to their opinion as we're doing the purging and the right sizing and the space planning, but we don't let it rest all on their shoulders. We take the heavy lifting off. We do that by doing bite-sized planning. We separate the large tasks into smaller, manageable tasks, and we use timetables and calendars. We found out that most seniors at first can handle only about 2 hours of downsizing, and then it's too many decisions. We step in and we plan it out so that we can get it done by the time it needs to be done. Number 2 issue is sometimes the client needs to be downsized before the home can be placed on the market because it's so stuffed with all the collections of things they've learned to love throughout the years. Sometimes they need specific tools, reasons, and coaching to do the downsizing. And we are experts at that kind of coaching, and we have very specific tools. I have rubrics that I talk over with them, things of that nature to help them in the process. We also help them become vested in their new home, wherever that is. If it's a senior living facility, if it's an apartment, if it's just a smaller home, we help them think about how wonderful that will be and help them keep moving forward. We also do a computerized space planning service so that they will know that they will have everything they need when they move, and so they can see what will fit and what won't. If we have to sell grandma's curio cabinet so they can have room for a bed, they will understand why we're doing that. Sometimes the client can't make decisions about what to take or what to leave behind. Downsizing really feels like loss to people who have already lost so many things: their home, their health, sometimes they've lost a spouse, sometimes they've lost their independence. And we understanding that this is so, we try to put a positive spin on downsizing. In fact, we call it right sizing. We help them to look forward to what their lifestyle will be and to make the right choices about what they'll need for that lifestyle in their new location. Such as this picture. This is a suggestion, yes, take your tennis shoes, but don't take your high heels. I have, however, met a 104-year-old that did fine in high heels. I'm 60 and I have a hard time in them. So, we try and help people select what they're really going to need. And then the final question is, what happens to all the other stuff? I have known families where they literally hired a dumpster and threw it out in front of Grandpa. And he was crying because the family was not listening to him about how precious these things were. We give the clients options that help meet their goals: getting the home sold, getting money, getting the things they want to give to family, given to family, things to donations, and getting it all done so that the family doesn't just throw it in the trash and wound their parent in the meantime. Sometimes the client doesn't seem to be ready to move. And sometimes we've had experience where the parents, the seniors and the children, or the senior and the realtor are getting into arguments because the senior is getting afraid to move. And we can step in and listen to the objections, listen to the problem, and find a solution that works for everybody while allowing the senior choice in the whole situation. We are a concierge service. We want to make sure that everyone has everything they need before, during, and after the move, and that includes less stress. We are your home transition partner. Our staff is professional, trained, certified, insured, background checked. They are all RMW2 employees. You do not have to be afraid of a stranger coming into the senior's home. We can give electronic estimates or hand-designed estimates. Our services are concierge. If you need us to figure out what to do with your fish, we will figure out how to get your fish from point A to point B. We also do estate sales, traditional style, and now with COVID, we're doing a lot of online auctions. We have a special proprietary bid site called ctbids.com, which is shopped by dealers and collectors all over the country. We take care of shipping and collecting the money, and when the items are to be picked up at the client's house, we handle that. We do not make the client handle giving their things into the hands of someone else. We also can do downsizing or right sizing, setting the home up for sale, sorting and organizing, packing and moving, and unpacking and resettling so that the client feels safe and secure in their new home. Our name is Caring Transitions, South Bay Palos Verdes. Our phone number is 310-924-6048. My name is Heather. My husband is Tim. He's our operations manager, and he's awesome. I hope you have a great day, and I hope we hear from you very, very soon. Thank you so much.